Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to talk about aromatherapy to manage anxiety in Orange County, California. This is a proactive health communication plan presented by myself, Anker. Overview and agenda. Anxiety is one of the most common mood disorders in the United States. Over 40 million adults, or 18.1% of the population 18 and over, are affected in the U.S. yearly, but only 36.8% receive treatment. Anxiety has been linked to increased incidence of co-occurring mood disorders, particularly depression, which poses further risk for chronic depression. Treating those afflicted with anxiety disorders costs $46 billion annually. The American Society of Depression and Anxiety state that those who are affected with generalized anxiety disorders are 2 to 3 times more likely to have substance abuse disorders. Depression and anxiety have overlapping symptoms and vulnerabilities in coping processes that are difficult to treat by standard pharmacological interventions. The agenda today is to develop and disseminate knowledge using support groups via Facebook, flyers, and public billboards on aromatherapy as alternative treatment modality to treat anxiety in depressed individuals that is often refractory to standardized treatments. Risk and health crisis. The subpopulation we're going to focus on today is adults 18 through 65 who are diagnosed with depression who also have anxiety in Orange County, California. Prevalence of mental health care needs in Orange County is 6.7% of residences. That's a little over 113,000. 45.9% of those individuals do not receive treatment for their mental health care needs. The cost to treat depression in Orange County is over $900 million. Absenteeism from depression costs $70 million yearly in Orange County. Why is this health promotion important? Individuals with anxiety and depression often report lower quality of life. Reducing anxiety can lead to a more fulfilling life, preventing further risk for developing other disorders such as substance abuse. Aromatherapy is also a promising intervention because it has no risk for cross addictions, drug-drug interactions, and it also empowers the individual to manage their own anxiety symptoms through non-pharmacological coping strategies. More importantly, use of aromatherapy can be complementary, and it is an independent intervention that an individual can use to manage their anxiety levels. The nursing conceptual theory that will be used today is the Newman system theory. In this theory, the person is composed of a basic framework, and each individual is continuously interacting with their internal and external environment along a continuum of health and illness. Health is composed of person, environment, health, and nursing. The person consists of 5 variables: physiological, psychological, social-cultural, developmental, and spiritual. As you can see, this theory takes on a holistic approach. This theory states that balance is not static but dynamic. The forces are continuously interacting with each other via inputs and outputs, altering a person's stability and ability to respond to stress. Health, wellness, and illness exist along a continuum. The nursing role is to promote optimum wellness by assisting the person to respond appropriately to challenge brought on by these stressors. The Newman systems theory believes that a person has a basic core. The basic core is composed of a normal line of defense, a flexible line of defense, and then finally, lines of resistance. The theory believes that the state of health and wellness and illness is vacillating along a continuum. Management of anxiety using aromatherapy as applied to the Newman system theory. First, the person's normal line of defense allows the initial response to anxiety. Once stressors happens, this triggers an individual to respond to perceived stresses. If these perceived stresses penetrate the normal lines of defense, the flexible lines of defense is initiated. Once the symptoms or stressors penetrate the flexible lines of defense, symptoms of anxiety can occur. Once this happens, the lines of resistance is initiated. This causes an individual to struggle on the continuum of health and illness. The DNP role uses evidence-based practice in the management of anxiety. In this case, aromatherapy. Using the Newman systems theory, the DNP can recommend strategies to restore the lines of defenses leading to balance and wellness. Health promotion campaign. This campaign is to help build an Orange County support group for anxiety via Facebook. It will provide educative flyers and educative billboards throughout the community. The flyers will be available at Orange County Healthcare Clinic. We will also offer weekly sessions of aromatherapy using lavender oil at community centers throughout the county. We will promote aromatherapy in use in hospitals, meditation, or chapel rooms. The educative flyers will look like this. It will offer information on anxiety, the causes, the treatment, and also offer a list of resources for anxiety. This flyer will be folded and can be put into someone's pocket for easily transport. The goals and objectives of this campaign is to build more awareness on anxiety and depression. It is to educate the community on use of aromatherapy to manage anxiety. And it also encourages those afflicted to seek treatment. Another goal is to provide support and resources to the community. And it is also hoping to achieve the goal of Healthy People 2020 by improving not only the quantity, but also the quality of life. I thank you very much for listening. Have a great evening. These are my references.